Throughout August and September, the columns of refugees from hundreds of thousands to millions. Tens of thousands of people boarded special refugee trains that made their way between India and Pakistan. They were easy prey for the armed gangs that roamed the countryside. It was John Moore's job to escort a trainload of Muslim refugees to Pakistan.
It was very distressing, and the journey from Ambala to Amritsar by train normally, you could do it in about, I suppose, 4 or 5 hours. And in this case it took 4 days.
Three days into their journey, they reached the Sikh stronghold of Amritsar. Just 14 miles from the border, they were forced to stop to pick up water. The station had been taken over by hundreds of armed Sikhs.
Amritsar station was crawling with, it was packed, it was like sardines, right across not just the platforms but across the tracks. They all had weapons of some sort or another. Some were old blunderbusses, some were fairly modern rifles, spears, swords. They were shoulder to shoulder crowds and pushing and shouting and screaming, and you realized that you were just going into a hell, and if you didn't look tough.
There had been very little planning for the movement of refugees or their protection. Most British troops had already been sent home, whilst Indian and Pakistani forces were in total disarray. Most trains had no military escorts, with inevitable consequences. John Moore's was called to Ambala station to meet a train that had been attacked.
Most of whom had been killed, slaughtered, mainly elderly people, young children, young women, and they had been attacked and slaughtered, shot.
In Amritsar, he saw the hatred partition had brought.
The Muslim girls' school nearby had been raided, and all these girls had been brought out, stripped, then taken in procession to this location, where they were being systematically raped.
In the coming months, around 15 million people made the journey from one side to the other. At least 1 million were dead. Thousands more lay abandoned in makeshift refugee camps, stuck on the wrong side of the border. Pandit Nehru, the new Prime Minister of India, toured some of the camps with her. Finally, he came face to face with the price his people had paid for partition.